Hello there, dreamers. Before we dive into today's topic, hit that like button and share this video with your friends who also aspire to unlock the Canadian dream. What is this Canadian dream, you ask? Well, imagine a place where opportunities abound, where the quality of life is one of the best in the world, and where a multicultural society welcomes you with open arms. That's Canada for you, a land that promises prosperity, peace, and a sense of belonging. In this video, we will guide you through the maze of relocating to this dreamland. We will break down the process into manageable steps, covering everything from understanding the visa process to pre-relocation planning, the big move itself, and finally settling in your new home. So buckle up and get ready to embark on this exciting journey to your Canadian dream. The first and most crucial step in your journey is understanding the visa process. Now, let's dive into the different types of visas available for those seeking to make Canada their new home. Each visa type has its unique requirements and processing times, so it's necessary to explore all your options. First up, we have the Express Entry Program. This is a points-based system that ranks candidates based on factors like age, education, work experience, and language proficiency. If you're selected from the pool, you're invited to apply for permanent residence. The whole process can take about 6 months, but remember, high scores in the ranking factors significantly increase your chances. Next is the Provincial Nominee Program, or PNP. This program is for workers who have the skills, education, and work experience to contribute to the economy of a specific Canadian province or territory. Each province or territory has its own PNP with streams and criteria that can change without notice, so it's best to keep yourself updated. The processing time varies, but it could take anywhere from 4 months to 2 years. Lastly, we have the study permit. This is not exactly a visa, but it's a crucial step if you plan to study in Canada. To apply, you'll need an acceptance letter from a designated learning institution in Canada and prove you have enough money to pay for your tuition fees, living expenses, and return transportation. The processing time for a study permit can take up to 4 months. Remember, these are just general overviews. Each visa type has its specific requirements and procedures, so it's essential to do your own in-depth research or consult with an immigration expert. And don't forget, patience is key. The visa process can be lengthy and require lots of paperwork, but the end goal is worth it. Remember, the key to a successful visa application is thorough research and meticulous preparation. And with that, you're one step closer to unlocking your Canadian dream. With your visa secured, it's time to plan for your big move. Settling into a new country, particularly one as diverse and expansive as Canada, requires a fair amount of groundwork. And the first stepping stone in this journey is understanding the cost of living. Canada, much like any country, has regions that are more expensive than others. For instance, cities like Vancouver and Toronto are known for their high cost of living. On the other hand, places like Ottawa and Quebec City are more affordable. So, it's important to research and budget according to the city you plan to move to. Look into the cost of groceries, utilities, public transportation, and other day-to-day expenses. Next, let's talk about accommodation. Finding a place to call home in a foreign land can be daunting. Whether you're looking for a rented apartment or planning to buy a house, it's crucial to research well in advance. You could consider staying in temporary accommodation for the first few weeks, giving you time to find something permanent. Now, let's move on to securing a job. While it's possible to land a job after you move, it's always a good idea to start your job hunt beforehand. Use online platforms, tap into the Canadian job market, network with professionals in your field, and make sure your resume is updated and tailored to Canadian standards. Apart from these practical aspects, it's equally important to familiarize yourself with Canadian culture and lifestyle. Canada is known for its multicultural diversity, so be prepared to experience a blend of cultures, cuisines, and languages. Learn about the local customs, social etiquette, and the Canadian penchant for politeness and modesty. Additionally, it's worth noting that weather in Canada can be quite extreme, with cold winters and warm summers. So prepare yourself and your wardrobe accordingly. Planning ahead will undoubtedly make your transition smoother and less stressful. So take your time, do your research, and make informed decisions. After all, you're not just moving to Canada, you're unlocking your Canadian dream. The day has arrived. It's time to make the big move. By this point, the excitement of moving to Canada is likely tinged with a dash of nervousness. But don't worry, we've got you covered with some handy tips. First things first, let's talk about packing. What to bring and what to leave behind can be a tricky decision. When it comes to clothing, remember that Canada is a country of extreme weather conditions, so Pack for both hot summers and freezing winters. Don't forget a good pair of snow boots. Next, let's talk about your other belongings. It might be tempting to bring everything you own, but remember, shipping costs can be high and some things might not be suitable for your new Canadian home. Instead, consider selling or donating items that are not essential. This is not just cost-effective, but also a great way to declutter. Now, on to customs. Canada has strict rules about what can and cannot be brought into the country. So, make sure you familiarize yourself with these regulations to avoid any unnecessary complications. For instance, certain food items, plants, and animal products are not allowed. Moving on, the importance of keeping important documents handy cannot be overstated. Passport, visa documents, driver's license, medical records, educational certificates, and other important papers should be kept in a safe and accessible place. It's also a good idea to make digital copies of these documents and store them securely online. Lastly, remember to notify relevant authorities and service providers about your move. This includes your bank, insurance company, and even the postal service. This will ensure a smooth transition and prevent any potential issues down the line. Moving can be hectic, but with proper organization, you can make it less daunting. So, take a deep breath, roll up your sleeves, and get ready to embark on an exciting new chapter of your life in Canada. You've got this! Scene script. Congratulations, you've made it to Canada. Now it's time to settle in. The first few days in your new Canadian home can feel like a whirlwind, but don't worry, we're here to guide you through the process. Let's start with the basics. You're going to need a local bank account, and Canada has plenty of banking options. Whether you're looking for a large national bank or a smaller local one, you'll find what you need. Just remember to bring your passport and proof of address when you go to set up your account. Next up, a local phone number. Don't underestimate the importance of this. Having a local number not only makes it easier for you to navigate your new surroundings, but it also helps in building connections. It's a small step that can make a big difference. Now let's talk about the local area. Get out there and explore. Find the nearest grocery store, pharmacy, and public transportation stops. Understanding your immediate surroundings will make your new life feel a little more familiar. Don't be afraid to ask locals for directions or recommendations. Canadians are known for their friendliness. But settling in isn't just about the logistics, it's also about building your community. Networking and making connections are critical. Join community groups, participate in local events, or even volunteer. These activities will not only help you make friends, but also understand the Canadian way of life. Remember, it's okay to feel overwhelmed. Moving to a new country is a big change, and it's normal to feel a mix of excitement and apprehension. Don't put too much pressure on yourself to have everything figured out right away. And here's a little tip. Keep a journal. Write down your experiences, your thoughts, your fears, and your victories. This will not only help you process your journey, but also serve as a wonderful keepsake of these early days in your new home. Remember, settling in takes time, so be patient with yourself. Welcome to your new life in Canada. You're going to love it here. So there you have it, the comprehensive guide to unlocking your Canadian dream. We've journeyed through the key steps to make that dream a reality. We started with understanding the visa process, a crucial step that can seem daunting, but remember, it's all about preparation and patience. Next, we delved into pre-relocation planning. Ensuring you have a well-thought-out plan can make the entire process smoother and less stressful. Then came the big move. It's a significant step that comes with a mix of excitement and nerves, but the thrill of starting a new chapter in Canada is truly unparalleled. Our journey concluded with settling in. This phase is all about adapting, embracing the new culture, and making Canada your home. Remember, the journey to your Canadian dream may be challenging, but with proper planning and determination, it's definitely achievable. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more informative content. Until next time, keep dreaming. Keep